So tell us, like, what's a typical day look like for you there, like working and living on the island?
Typically, what I'll do, part of my daily schedule is I'll wake up in the morning. I have to drop off Mary at the school where she works. And that's usually like around, 8 a.m. in the morning. So it kind of forces me to wake up and start my morning routine. So then after that, I'll usually go for like a walk on the beach. So we're only about 8 minutes to Lamai Beach, which is, if you don't know already, like one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, in my opinion. So I'll just, go over there, maybe get like a morning coffee as well. And then I go to this gym on a little fishing island. So
Hmm.
there's
Like, do you need to switch island, like go
no,
to a different island?
it's basically like a sort of like a little island that's you walk across a bridge from the
Okay,
beach and then you get to this fishing hut with
that's cool.
exercise equipment on it.
Awesome.
So
Everything outdoors.
outdoors, it's open air, it's got a view of the
Okay.
beach, and it's basically free or you leave a donation. So you can leave like 20, 40 baht if you want to.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's typically how I start the day. Just get in some exercise, walk on the beach, get a coffee, and then I'll come back home and basically just start working on my laptop, which usually entails like putting up a YouTube video or making some posts on Facebook, these sorts of things.
Okay.
And just doing this continuously over years has become sort of like an influencer, Samui,
Okay.
just by creating
Very
content on a
cool.
regular basis.
So yeah, I've seen that you have a lot of content on YouTube and you're getting a good amount of followers. So could you talk us through that? Like, how was it building it? Do you get income from it?
Yeah, I mean, it's so on the YouTube side of things, I've been doing the YouTube channel since 2020. So I launched it shortly after I arrived in Thailand. And that's taken years, right? It took me 2 years to make my first dollar on YouTube. So yeah, definitely not an overnight success by any means. But yeah, so YouTube. And then on the Facebook side, I've been growing that page for like 9 years roughly,
Okay.
even when I was back in Austin. So it really started gaining momentum when I was in Austin. And ever since I arrived in Thailand, it's really taken off since then because I'm just
Okay.
pretty much just posting content, showing around Samui, different places I travel to, and it's doing quite well. So last month or this month, about 10 million views on Facebook. And that's with
Wow.
zero ads.
That's amazing. Okay, so this is all organic views. Are you tired of trading your time for a paycheck and a job that drains your soul? What if I told you in as little as 30 days you could be working fully remote, whether that be a beach in Thailand or a mountainside cafe in Peru? Hi, I'm Ryan. I've been a digital nomad for over 8 years, working for 23 US states and 24 countries. Through my one-on-one coaching, I've helped countless people create a life of freedom through remote work. I've spent the past 9 months creating the ultimate step-by-step masterclass to help you go from being stuck in your 9 to 5 to fully remote. This isn't just a dream. This has worked for so many others, and it can work for you too. Please click the button below, get instant access to the masterclass, and start living the life of your dreams today.
100%.
So it means that you're putting out some good content because people are definitely interested. And
Exactly.
so is it like a fan page or a personal page on Facebook or a group? Like, tell us a little bit more about it and
Sure.
how does like the income side of that work?
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know that it's possible to get payouts from Facebook every month. But basically, once you reach a certain number of followers and watch hours, similar to YouTube, then you can start getting monetizing your content, essentially. So they've got different features like ads on Reels. So basically, you get paid based on how many views your videos are getting. Performance bonuses. So that's based on the amount of reach a post is getting,
Okay.
and some other ones as well, like subscriptions and stars. And if your videos are getting, hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of views, then the ads are just running on your videos. Same as YouTube. You just get paid. Basically, as long as it's over $100 a month, you will get payouts every month.
Awesome.
Essentially, that's how it
Okay.
works. But it takes a while
So
to reach that level.
it's just like anything, right?
Right.
Like you start a new business, you start being a freelancer. Mostly it takes years to
It
build
sure does.
anything.
You're telling me.
And most people give up just right before they hit gold, and that's so it's just that perseverance and keeping at it until you get paid. So that's
Exactly.
awesome.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just like an extra 5% and you're going to be closer to where you're looking to get.
Yeah. So it sounds like you've got income from YouTube, you got income from Facebook. Do you still do like freelance work as a photographer? And I've seen some of your Instagram
Yep.
with some pretty cool drone
Yeah. Great.
videos and stuff like that. So tell us about that part of your
Yeah.
business as well.
As a matter of fact, I'm actually doing a villa shoot later next week, actually. Yeah. It's a villa shoot, some villas that are for sale over here. And I'm going to come in and create the YouTube videos and on the Facebook and all this stuff. So that's here in Samui. So I do occasionally this sort of thing. That's basically, paid work, freelance clients. And then also on the online side of things, I have the consulting business. And the company is set up in the US. So I've got the LLC, which I actually had to set up for a visa that I was applying for over here. Maybe we could talk about it later. But yeah, so that's on that side of things, that's the consulting. And then I have a 6-week coaching program. Basically, high ticket, teaching people how to put the systems in place to start generating income online and move abroad to Asia.
Okay, very cool. So specifically geared towards helping people move to Asia. Why Asia?
Many reasons. I just love it over here. I mean, I was in Vietnam a couple weeks ago, which I really like Da Nang. And the cost of living is much lower compared to, let's say, the States or Canada or Australia, UK, many places. Mm-hmm. And the people are super friendly. You've got a better quality of life in a lot of ways, especially here in Thailand, very good food. And so there's a lot to love about Thailand and Asia in general.
Yeah. Plus, I think it's if you love beautiful sunny weather and beaches and all that comes with that all year round, like it's a great place to be.
Pretty easy to be happy over here too.
Yeah, exactly. So you mentioned having an LLC in the States. So, how do you manage that? Do you run your company through your US LLC and pay taxes back in the States? What's that look like?
So the company I've just recently registered, that was about a month ago. Been kind of putting it off for a long time, but so now that's registered in Wyoming, which is one of the best states for if you have an online business, and they have low fees, state fees, and all that stuff. So I just chose to set up the LLC there, and I haven't actually opened a business bank account or anything because I'm really just trying to keep it through Wise. Okay, so I mostly just use Wise for payments and stuff. And the taxes, I just pay my taxes in the States. And for the most part, you're not really taxed in Thailand. People don't really know how it's working all that well so far. But starting at the beginning of this year, it's looking like you're going to get taxed on the foreign earned income that you're basically bringing into Thailand. But it's still kind of, there's some gray.
Like some kind of income tax because you are living in Thailand, in addition to the long reach of the U.S. tax system, which will tax you anywhere. Now, because you're gone more than 330 days a year, you do actually are eligible for the reduced taxes. I'm only gone usually about 180 days a year, so I don't apply, but it's not necessary. But I just like to bring it up for the listeners that might be thinking about taxes in that way, because I also have a Virginia LLC where I pay all my U.S. taxes back in Virginia, even though I'm here in Bali. So
good to know for the future.
It's something. It's simple because I know how it works, and it's just the way it is. And as far as the digital nomad visa here in Bali, you do need to pay fees to keep up that visa. Of course, you're paying taxes every time you buy a place or rent a place, and every time you buy something in the stores and stuff like that. But they're not taxing you on the income because it is earned in tax somewhere else. So it is a little bit different.
There's also a way that's only for Americans where you can actually buy and own land in Thailand. Okay. But I think it's called an Amity company, but that's for if you're a very high earner. So, but it's only for U.S. citizens. It's like an Amity company, but.
So it's like a company that you can set up and buy land or property and own it in the company outright.
Exactly. So you have 100% ownership versus setting up the company and then you have Thai shareholders and all this. It's the
Okay.
Treaty of Amity Company.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
And so it also probably comes with you being having that company and owning that property, you get some benefits as far as like visas and stuff
I
too,
would
probably
think
come
so.
hand in hand.
And probably
Yeah.
if you're able to set up one of these companies, you can easily afford the elite visa or, one of those long-term expensive visas as well.
Right. Right. Or or some type of path to
Mhm.
residency, I imagine.
Sure, sure. I would think so.
So since you're living in Thailand, can you talk about like your circle of friends? Are they living there full time? Are you meeting with other like nomads, other travelers, or is it more like locals and people that are living there? Like, what's that look like as far as like your community?
Yeah. So to be honest, I mean, the digital nomads are.
Thanks for tuning in. If you found this episode useful, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. You can hear all the full episodes of Digital Nomad Nation wherever you listen to podcasts. Drop your key takeaway in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And remember, you're only one bold decision away from a life full of freedom.